Hello and welcome to this special telecast on Rajya Sabha television with me, Frank Rausan Pereira. As part of India Votes 2019, Rajya Sabha TV's team is in Tamil Nadu and in Tamil Nadu's capital, Chennai. We're going to talk about what the issues are going to be in this Lok Sabha election 2019, and let's not forget there are 18 assembly seats in the state as well, which are going to be very crucial. We're going to talk about all of that. We're also going to talk about what the political parties are going to bring to the table this time around and how the lives of the people are going to change once the elections are over. And we'll also take questions from a lovely set of audience that we have here and find out what it is that they would like to know from the political guests on the panel. So without further ado, let me introduce our panel on the program today. I have with me R.M. Babu Murugavel, former MLA of the AIADMK. Also with me on the program, Narayanan Tirupati, spokesperson of the BJP Tamil Nadu. Lakshmi Ramachandran, General Secretary, Mahila Congress Tamil Nadu, is also joining us on the program. And Priyan, senior journalist, is on the panel here with us today. So let me first find out from the ruling AIADMK in the state as to what is the plank that the AIADMK is going to go into this election with?
First I would like to thank Rajya Sabha TV and your crew team and the thanks of our audience guest. We are the ruling party in the state of Tamil Nadu for the past 8 years. We are giving good governance to the people of Tamil Nadu. We did a lot of things to the people of Tamil Nadu. What we did to the people of Tamil Nadu for the past 8 years, that is enough for the election to get all the seats out of 40 from the Lok Sabha elections.
Let me go across to the national parties now and find out what is the kind of role that they would like to play in Tamil Nadu. Both the national parties, the BJP and the Congress, in a strong alliance with the regional parties. The BJP is with the AIADMK. So, Narayanan Tirupati, I'd like to understand from you, what is it that is going to be the BJP's plank here? Is it going to be, national issues? Is it going to be the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi that you're going to portray? Or is it going to be more local issues? Because Tamil Nadu has had a very strong linguistic connect and a regional connect in the state.
True. But the thing is that, this NDA, which consists of BJP, AIADMK, PMK, DMDK and other parties, is the strongest alliance what we have in Tamil Nadu today. We are here to the public saying that we have achieved what the other rule, the Congress rule, did not achieve for the past so many decades. The security of the nation, infrastructure activities and our beautiful and great people welfare measures in the last 5 years to the poor people, to the middle class, everybody, and also the control what we had on the corruption. We came here in 2014 saying that Mr. Modi said, I will provide electricity, water, house and also health to all the people of India. So now, in Tamil Nadu especially, before 2014, there was a power problem, power crisis. For almost every day we did not have power for continuous power for more than 8 hours. But today, in the last 5 years, we have not had any power cuts at all in Tamil Nadu. That is because, especially because of the central grid, what we have strengthened. And in fact, this country is exporting power. So that is one of the greatest achievement what we have done. And also the infrastructural activities, roads and industries, Make in India, so many things are there. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi has seen to it that in the last 5 years, no bomb blasts have taken place in the entire India killing civilians. In the last 5 years, there was no communal violence, whereas compared to the last 10 years of UPA rule, BJP government provided enough security to the civilians of this country. That is one of the greatest achievements what we can say. Of course, we had some attacks on our forces. Definitely that is because we saved our borders. We were, securing our borders so that the terrorists, the Naxals, everybody wanted to go on them. And we, as far as we are concerned, the economic growth, the social growth, and also in the field of education, we have done better. We will go to the people, we are going to the people and say, yes, here is a Prime Minister and also a party which will strengthen the country more and will develop the country more. That's what we are going to say to the public. We hope that we win all the seats here.
Okay. So as far as the BJP is concerned, the BJP is going to focus on internal security, national schemes, and also try to ride on the wave of Prime Minister Modi in the state of Tamil Nadu as well, is what Mr. Narayan is suggesting. Let me go across to Priya now, our neutral on the panel today. You know, we heard both the AIADMK and the BJP, put forth their points of view. What is it that is going to make a difference really on the ground? See, the AIADMK is talking about, state level schemes, talking about how it has brought about a change really over the last 8 years. BJP talking about, central schemes. But what is it on the ground that's going to make a difference?
This election is going to be a very unique election in Tamil Nadu because it is going to decide so many factors here. Because so many new players are also here. Like Kamala Hassan, he has started a party, he is also here. And there is a split group in AIADMK. Of course, AIADMK may not agree with this, but there is a group. Under Dinakaran it is there. So they are also contesting 39 constituencies. And this AIADMK BJP front is there, DMK Congress front is there. So some time back, what was the position is, whether AIADMK would be able to cobble such a strong alliance was the matter of discussion. But when the election was nearing, they could able to make out a very, very strong alliance. I can say it is a strong alliance. There is no doubt in it actually, because what AIADMK thought, they will be losing some votes because of Dinakaran, that factor. So they want to make up that gap. So they have cobbled a very, very good alliance. DMDK, PMK, and all these alliances are. So some of the parties were critical on both state and central governments. They could able to form an alliance. So that alliance is there. That alliance is now working. It is ground level. It is working. There is no problem. So on the other hand, the DMK Congress alliance is there. That is also, we can say, a strong alliance, but with a small percentage of votes for each parties, it is also equally strong. When you take out the vote percentage of 2016 elections, nearly both these fronts are equal now. Both these fronts are equal now. What is the main issue is here? Both this ADMK propaganda now we can see. Apart from local issues, what AIADMK is saying that what Jayalalitha was, when Jayalalitha was there, she was implementing so many social welfare programs. That programs this government is continuing. That is what EPS and OPS in their propaganda they are saying. But apart from that, they are very much particular in projecting Prime Minister as the Prime Ministerial candidate, Prime Ministerial candidate, and that in every election meeting, this OPS and DPS very strongly says India will be safe in the hands of Prime Minister Modi. So you have to vote for Modi, whereas the opposition camp doesn't have a Prime Minister candidate. That is one of the things this AIADMK propaganda is based on actually. But in the other way, DMK and Congress, they are pointing out so many lapses of the AIADMK and BJP government. The demonetization, GST implementation, all these things they are pointing out. And also some of the local issues are also there. In each region of Tamil Nadu, there is a local issue. Say for Delta region, you can have hydrocarbon issue. In Tuticorin, sterilite issue. In Western Tamil Nadu, you can have these GAIL pipelines and overhead wires and all these issues on Salem-Chennai 8-lane road. That is also affecting the agricultural lands. So these are the issues DMK and Congress camp is taking to the people. So this 2-year EPS, OPS government has done nothing like that, they are saying. But of course, for all these issues, AIADMK and BJP are also having some answers. Okay, these are the issues which have been there even in the UPA government like that. There is a reply for each and every problem issue raised by the DMK Congress alliance. There is an answer from AIADMK BJP parents. That is also there. So everything is now in the public domain. That is the thing. So it is the voters, they have to decide now.
Yeah, so all in all, it's going to be an interesting election. It's also going to be an interesting election for another factor, because the two stalwart leaders of both the regional parties are no longer with us. So that too could play out really as far as the voter is concerned, Kalengar as well as Jayalalitha. Let me now welcome on the program A. Saravanan, spokesperson of the DMK, joining us right now. And let me go straight across to him. You know, we heard what the AIADMK had to say. We heard what the BJP had to say, the AIADMK has said that it's going to focus on, the state level schemes really as that the government has put out over the last 8 years. The BJP is going to concentrate on the national schemes. As the principal opposition party in the state of Tamil Nadu, what is your plan going to be going into this election?
See, there is a lot of anger amongst the people. The BJP and the ADMK party here is sold out to the BJP. They don't have answers for raising job crisis. They have no answers how to govern the state. We have seen how their misgovernance has led to abject failure in a lot of areas. Right now we are facing a big crisis of water, potable water. What should have been an ideal solution for this would have been a desalination plant, which we conceived.
But what about the environmental hazards that come along with the desalination plant?
See, in a metropolitan city like Chennai, we have to make some sacrifices, then only we can find solutions. So, but this gone with the last 7 years, they have not done anything about it. So, their objection, they did not say that we did not bring this desalination plant because there will be an environmental disaster. Apart from that, the effects of demonetization and the improper implementation of GST is still seen. Tamil Nadu is a highly industrialized state. When we look at the hub at Tirupur, Sri Perumbudur, SIPCOT, we have SIPCOT, that is a small industries corporation which caters to the entrepreneurs. So, they have all been hit, and what have they done? Except just sucking up to the BJP out there, selling out the state of Tamil Nadu. They have no answers. See, they are all plagued by raids, income tax raids. Before the alliance came in, lot of income tax raids have taken place with the ADMK party. Lot of ministers, CBI cases are pending. To escape themselves from that, they have sold out to the BJP. The people of Tamil Nadu have known this clearly. So, they are not going to vote for them. On the other hand, we have been telling them what we will do. Because if you look at what's happening now in North India, see, they are saying that we have seen 3 chief ministers, new chief ministers being sworn in December 2018. All of them, what have they done is, they have, the first signature they put is farm loan waiver. They are doing it now in 2018. This is the same thing which our leader, Dr. Kalaignar, did in 2006. Before anybody could even conceive that, we did that. So people are aware of that. People are aware what we can do. We are a party who take pride in the fact that we will say what we can do and we will do what we have said.
Okay, so doles is the way forward is what you're saying?
It's not doles.
Okay.
When the BJP government can give gift, can throw away people's money, thousands and thousands of crores to their capital cronies, you are saying farm loan waiver is a dole. I object to your terminology.
Okay.
That is not the way. That is the way to strengthen the economy. They are ours. They are our people. If the money of the government is not going to be there to help them out, why do we have that money at all? What is the point in having that money in the bank, in the treasury,
and what happens
if our
to the
people are
fisc
dying?
then? We'll come to that later. What happens to the fisc is something that we need to concentrate on as well. Several farm loans schemes have been launched across the country, but none have been implemented the way they should be. Yes, Mr. Narayanan, go ahead.
See, these farm loans, what he has mentioned in Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan, they have signed, but they have not given any money. That is the thing actually. And for that, for which all records are there. So, these people are promising something and they don't do something.
Okay. Right.
This is the main thing.
Let me bring in Lakshmi Ramachandran now, who's been patiently listening into the other guests as well. Let's talk about the Congress party and its, plank really in the state. A major force in Tamil Nadu till the 60s, but since then has been left behind, has only played second fiddle really to the other major regional parties in the state. So, what is your plank going to be going into this election?
I want to start off by objecting to whatever you said about playing second fiddle. We certainly are ahead of our vote percentage. It certainly is ahead of BJP's vote percentage in the state. So we may not India is a federal country, so we may not be as strong a force as DMK, but we have had our say in the state's politics. So that is that. So
in
moving on to other things.
However, it was you who pulled down the DMK. It was the DMK managed to win far more than what the Congress did in the state. In the seats that you contested, you brought down the DMK's numbers.
We won 8 seats, sir, which the BJP did not manage to win. As a national party, we did manage to win 8 seats. Okay, moving on to your other question about the plank on which we are fighting this election. So in 2014, we were promised Achhe Din. We were promised 2 crore jobs every year. We were promised development. We were promised 15 lakh money in every Indian's bank account. Am I right? We were promised that there will be no corruption. So on all these accounts, they have failed. So what are we promising? We are not promising 15 lakh rupees. We are promising wealth and welfare. What do we mean by wealth and welfare? We have a scheme called Nyay, and under Nyay, each family that belongs to the poorest of the poor section of the family of the population, the 20% population, which consists of which is about 5 crore families and 25 crore citizens. They will receive 72,000 rupees into their bank account. So this is money in the hands of the poor. Okay, the whole economy came to a standstill. Now we are trying to jumpstart the economy. So this will increase the purchasing power of these people. They will invest the money back into the economy. This will trigger production. This will trigger economic growth. So we are promising wealth and welfare. What else are we promising? We are promising that jobs, the 2 crore jobs that they said they will create and they have failed. So we are saying that 34 lakh jobs, 34 lakh unfilled jobs in the government sector, the central government and the state government and in the local bodies will be filled immediately. The funds that the state government will receive will be tied to filling up these jobs. We are also saying that the most popular MNREGA scheme, which gave 100 days of work guarantee to the poorest of the poor in the rural areas, that will be extended to 150 days. And youngsters like you, educated youngsters like you will, if you want to start a company tomorrow, if you want to start up, then you don't have to climb up and down government offices.
Right.
For 3 years, you don't have to worry about paperwork. You can focus on your business. You can focus on making it sustainable. You can focus on making it remunerative before you worry about government paperwork. And so that is how we are promising jobs. Now, the third thing is, we know that our constitution was a very progressive document for its times. We had, it ensured voting for women. It ensured that the historically marginalized sections of the society got a reservation in jobs and education. We ensured that it is a secular constitution. Now, our document, this document is going to take our society in terms of the justice we deliver and in terms of the equality we provide to the next level. Women will be given 33% reservation in jobs and in all legislative bodies, in assembly, and in the parliament.
Okay, let me take what you're suggesting to our neutral as well. He's heard everyone out now. So before we move on and take audience questions, Priyan, I want to just get a final remark on what's likely to happen really. Is it going to be, if you have to pinpoint one single issue in Tamil Nadu, is it going to be anti-incumbency? Is it going to be corruption? Is it going to be jobs? Is it going to be the Kaveri River issue? Or what is that one single factor going to be in this election?
No, we cannot exactly pinpoint that single point issue. It is a multi-issues which are, I think, it is speaking points in election propaganda nowadays actually. So you can say previously I have pointed out some of the issues which DMK Congress alliance are bringing forth to the people. Similarly, this DMK, ADMK, BJP alliance, they are also having some answers to all these issues. I want to complete it. Okay. Now, what I want to impress here is DMK Congress alliance, they are raising so many issues. What I am saying is, equally this ADMK, BJP alliance, they are also having some answers. That is, these are all in the public domain. It is for the voters to decide who is correct, who is not correct, and they will vote. So many issues are like that. When you take the NEET issue, it was started in UPA time. Now it is in what do you call that? It is in the court, and assembly has sent two bills to the Delhi, and it is pending there. So the DMK Congress will take up that issue. They will say it is not possible. The court has very clearly told that it is not possible like that. DMK, ADMK, BJP alliance may be saying like this. So what I am saying is, all these issues are in the public domain, and it is for the voter to decide. The DMK Congress may say, okay, we are correct, we are bringing out the issue correctly. They will say, no, this is the issue, very beginning it is there like that, they will say. So, both sides, I am saying both sides. Who is correct, who is not correct, I am not saying.
Okay.
That is what I am saying.
So
what are the problems before the electorate?
Let's find out. What are the issues before the electorate?
I am saying.
What is it that is going to be on top of their mind? Really, let's get in a few questions from the audience.
One point
here.
I missed actually.
Yes.
Is among the youth here, this unemployment is a big problem. That is also one among the more important issue here. Youths are actually talking about this unemployment problem. It is there. Last 45 years, it is very high when compared to last 45 years. That is also one of the biggest issue here.
So, audience questions now. Please go ahead. Ask your question.
Yeah. I'm a Yuvraj Tejupta, IAS aspirant for BJP party, sir. Sir, in job issues, it's lot of state in mostly in Haryana, Tamil Nadu, in most of the states they are facing a job problem. But our Modi ji sir is told we are providing the Ola system. What is the useful of the Ola system, and against the corporation companies are coming to India or not?
Okay. On employment, basically.
Yes.
The question is on employment and what needs to be done to generate employment.
I wanted to answer. The answer is here.
And since we are anyways talking about employment and jobs, I think you can answer that question.
You can please sit.
Thank you. Yeah.
See, India has got a population of 138 crores. Out of these 138 crores, 38 crore people are under 14. So there are only 100 crore. And out of these 100 crores, 7 crore people are above 60. And 6 crore students are there who are not going for any jobs. So it comes down to 87 crores. You keep it like this. Out of 138 crores, 48.4% are women. Out of these women, 48.4%, out of this total women, 71.5% of women don't go to work because our system is like this and they work for the family. So, out of this 87 crores, around 35 crore people don't go for work. The actual employable persons are only 49 crores. 49 crore people want jobs. And during the finance budget, the last year fiscal budget, interim budget, Mr. Piyush Goyal very clearly said that we will give a scheme that is for unorganized employees. We have a scheme. In that scheme, you will get the employees will get 3,000 rupees per month if we pay 55 rupees. Then all the opposition and also some media, they said there are 40 crore employees in unemployment sector. So the media, the opposition parties and also whoever it is, they all said that there are 40 crore employment. So we have around 10 crore employment in organized sector. 40 plus 10 is 50. We have got around 7 crore employment or these entrepreneurs or industrialists. Totally we have 57 crore people working for our family. Okay. So we have given more than 10 crore people work. You cannot say that there is unemployment. I am very deliberately saying there is no unemployment. Today Amitabh Kant has very clearly said how this, Sarwan, let me finish.
No, there are
you wanted answer, you don't want to listen.
You
wanted answer, you don't want to listen. I am telling you, this myth, the unemployment myth is created by the opposition in this country.
Okay, a good question.
Let me answer.
I have given a statistics.
Put entirely wrong information.
Mr. Tirupati, you had your say, let the others have their say. Now, Saravanan, I'm going to come to you. The floor is yours. The next 1 minute, you go ahead and say what you have to say.
Yeah, see, when we speak about unemployment, we speak about non-generation of new employment. We don't give fancy statistics. You go and speak fancy statistics, it is of no use when my stomach is crying in hunger. What we want is what is promised by the Modi government. when he said 2 crore jobs will be created every year. He said that is Ache then in 2014. And how many jobs was created? 54,000 BSNL employees have been sent home. He is questioning, he is saying, how dare you ask me for jobs? Don't ask me for jobs. If you ask me for jobs, I will send you home. That is what is happening. And the NSSO, you all must be aware, it is the National Sample Survey Organization which put out a data which said that unemployment is at record highs. It was 45 years ago, we have been, what was the stage which was at 45 years ago, we are experiencing the same stage. Mamata Banerjee said, what did she say? If you vote Modi to power, we'll go back 50 years the next time. We don't have to wait for the next time. We are already 50 years behind when we speak about generation of jobs. So what is the problem? Why did the jobs were not generated? See, definitely the public sector alone cannot generate employment. Only the medium and small industries can employ generation. And what destroyed that? Demonetization. What destroyed that? Improper implementation of GST. And the economic advisors were booted out, and one lackey has been appointed as an RBI governor so that he will shake his head to whatever Mr. Modi says.
Okay,
Mr. Subramanian Swamy made one, just a small point. Mr. Subramanian Swamy, if you had observed him, made one interesting point. He may be from BJP. Sometimes he speaks gospel truth. He said, reduce the interest rate. Make loans easily available to all the small and medium industries so that employment will be generated. That was not implemented.
Okay. Let us hear what Babu Murugavel has to say really as far as jobs is concerned. What does the AIADMK plan to do on the job front?
Before I come to you, I would like to answer my best friend Saravanan question. For the past 17 years, DMK was with the power with the central government holding very big portfolio. For the past 17 years, they even looking after worried about the Tamil people, as well as there are 1.5 lakh people were killed in the genocide at Sri Lanka. At the time, Mr. Karunanidhi was in the power of Tamil Nadu. He make a dharna for 3 hours, and he immediately replied that the genocide were stopped, the peoples were safe. But in the DMK government, they are not bothered about the Tamil people, they are not bothered about the problems of the Tamils. Even though they were in the power for the past 17 years, at the time of power, when the central government placed a GO before the house for the NEET, they were in the power, they signed the papers, and also hydrocarbon issues, and also the methane issue, they were in the power. They implemented the scheme at the Tamil Nadu. Now they are crying about the
Jallikattu also.
And the Jallikattu also. They were in the power. The cow has been listed in the.
Which should not be.
Yes. So at the time they were in the power, they were not bothered about the Tamil people. Now they are crying about it because the election is going on. They want to come into the power. As far as your question, job is concerned, for the past 3 years, almost 72 lakhs of jobs opportunities were created, and the youths were, employment is given. That's
right. Okay. So you are suggesting that 72 lakhs of jobs have been created in the state and the youth have been employed. We'll try and move on now from the job issue and try and get in a few other issues. Any other questions from the audience? Yeah, pass on the mic there, please.
Yeah, Lakshmi ma'am. So providing 72,000 per year, that is 200 per day, is really possible. Can you explain how it is possible, and it will not affect the physical deficit? Can you explain that how it is possible in the upcoming days?
I think your question is clear. She can definitely take on that question. He's worried about the fiscal deficit and where the money is going to come from.
It's a very, very valid concern. So today the size of our economy is 200 lakh crore. So we are talking about 3.5 lakh crore to 4 lakh crore, which will be spent on this scheme, this minimum income guarantee scheme. So out of this 200 lakh crore, which will soon become 400 lakh crore. You know, if you consider nominal GDP growth rate of 12%, in another 5 years, it will become a 400 lakh crore economy. Out of this, for the poorest of the poor among us, can't we find 4 lakh crore? Can we or can we not? So you tell me. And number two, see, we are talking about the growth that will happen in the 5-year period.
Please.
So another thing is, not that the entire money will be required on day one of the government getting formed. It is going to be, the whole scheme is going to be rolled out in a phased manner. You know, out of the 20% people, maybe the first 10%, the poorest among the 20%, would be, you know, start receiving the money in the first 2 years. And then, you know, we will study, you know, it will be a pilot. After studying how the whole system works, we will try and reach the next 10%. So we have time. Your question about deficit and whether it will cause inflation. See, India is an economy which has its fundamentals strong. You know, we have educated youngsters like you. In an economy like this, if the purchasing power of the consumers is improved, then it will only trigger growth, it will only trigger production, it will not cause inflation.
Priyan, as far as issues like Nyay, issues like PM Kisan, issues like, you know, are those going to ring a bell really on the ground here in Tamil Nadu? Are the people going to be concerned about that, or is it something else that they're going to be concerned about?
No, exactly this Nyay, no, where the Congress manifesto is saying that they will be giving this 72,000 rupees. I think this is the main propaganda issue for the DMK Congress alliance here. Generally, this election manifesto are not taken very seriously. But this time, it is being taken seriously, particularly this point actually. In every meeting of the Stalin, wherever he talks, or even other Congress leaders, they are very particular about telling this point to the people, the 72,000. So this is slowly picking up. There is no doubt in it. I don't know what tomorrow BJP will bring out in their manifesto.
There could be a political answer for this from the BJP.
No, I am not talking about any economics behind this Nyay scheme. I am telling about what exactly going on the ground level. This issue is being taken up by the DMK Congress Alliance to the people in an effective way. They are taking it out. Apart from what local issues and other things are there, this issue, main issue they are taking to the people. How far the people are going to react tomorrow, what BJP will promise in their manifesto, that I don't know. If they are also coming up with some other similar proposals, we don't know what people, how they will react. But at this point of time, this particular scheme is being brought to the people by the DMK Congress Alliance very effectively. There is no doubt.
So there is a resonance on the ground in Tamil Nadu is what you are suggesting as far as this
because
scheme is
it is one of the talking points.
Right.
Now it is one of the talking points. Because previously in 2006, DMK has given an election manifesto in which they were promised television sets. That was the first time they have given this free television. So that was the talking point that time. After that, only now in this election, this particular point of the election manifesto of the Congress is being talked into.
Okay, we've got about 20 minutes left. Unfortunately, we are running out of time very quickly. So we'd like to get...
One point to make, sir, about the logical inconsistency in whatever the point he made about Nyay. On the one hand, he said that he did some calculations and he said that it's 40 rupees per person. Okay, and which is a paltry sum, that's what he said. And then the second thing that he said was that will make the poor people lazy. That's like insulting the poor people. Sir, I will give you 6,000 rupees per month. Will you stop going for work, sir? That is like insulting. Do you think 6,000 will make poor people stop going for work from the next day?
Okay,
that is what this BJP government is capable of doing.
Don't try to confuse people.
Okay, let's move on now. One more, yeah, go ahead, please.
Good evening to all. So my question is, last year during the Stellite protest, the police, they opened fire on 13 people and they died. And until today, like one activist, Mr. Muglan, is missing in action. So I'd like to ask you, like the ADMK and the DMK spokesperson, that despite all this, is the ADMK still confident on its winning chances in Thoothukudi?
Okay.
Yeah, actually, there is a protest for more than 100 days at Thoothukudi against the Sterlite issue. There are thousands of people were gathered nearby the Sterlite factory, and they are trying to enter into the factory as well as the collectorate. There is a violence took place. to control over the violence and safeguard the officers of the collectorate as well as the residents who are staying there at the Sterlite company. There is no other go by the police to open fire.
Babu.
And moreover, the case was filed before the Honorable High Court. The High Court directed the matter to investigate by Central Bureau of Investigation. The investigation is under process. As well as your another question, what is your another? Mugilan. The Mugilan issue is for the past 35 days before, he went somewhere and the matter is pending before the CBCID. The CBCID investigation is going on. CBCID investigation is going on. As far as the investigation as of now, we came to know that the Mugilan on his own, his wife has said. Yes, on his wife said he is having a relationship with some other girl and he went with that girl. So there is the issue. This is not connected with the Sterlite issue, with the Mugilan issue.
Right.
The Mugilan issue is on his, this is the private issue. The Sterlite issue is concerned, the matter is pending before the Central Bureau of Investigation. The investigation is going on. Whoever committed crime, whoever committed mistakes, definitely the government will take action against the people. He may be a superintendent of police, he may be the collector of the district. Will take stringent action against the
law will take its own due course is what you're suggesting. Saravanan, go ahead.
Yeah, when we speak about the Sterlite protests, the starting point here is this, that the BJP party is the only party which does not want Sterlite to be closed.
You have to
We all know why. Because Vedanta, the parent company, is the biggest contributor to BJP. And we have a chief minister who said, oh, 13 people were shot dead. Oh, I didn't know that. I saw the TV and found out. Do we need this chief minister? Did he visit those places? Did he even visit the places where this cyclone, Gaja cyclone, ravaged? What did he do? He made a flying visit. Why can't he go? He says, I am a poor farmer's son. Can the poor farmer's son walk on the road and meet the people who have been distressed?
But moving on, next question.
In 2014 election, Modi government promised Achaitin. But what about the sexual harassment cases occurred in the past 5 years? What will be your answer?
No, see, I will tell you what. On record, yes, you are right. The number of cases filed has become more. It is true. Because this government is transparent. This government has taken a lot of actions. Now, women, the families, they are coming openly giving complaints. Previously, it was not like that. I am telling you. And actions are taken. We have brought a lot of legislations. And for the first time, within 1 month, people have been punished. They have given convictions only during this government. So, this government has taken very strict measures, actions. This is not concerned with any party. So, we cannot link this to any party. Now, the crimes which have been happening, which was not reported, are being reported. And in fact, during this government, a beautiful thing called a SMILE has happened. Mr. Rajnath Singh's home department, it has brought, and whoever, the small children, whoever is lost, there is a separate team throughout the districts under the control of Superintendent of Police. All these measures have been taken place, and definitely we have controlled this.
I think this is a very important issue. I think let us all rise above party lines.
Yes, that's
have
what
a sensible discussion on this. I'm going to let all the political parties have a say on this particular issue, because I think it's a very valid question and it's an issue that needs to be addressed. And I want to, and I think the audience as well as the entire country would like to know what each of the political parties would like to do as far as this particular issue is concerned. Starting first with Saravanan, go ahead.
Yeah. See, when we say about sexual harassment, definitely it's not a political problem, it's a social problem. What we need to do is have a government with vision to ensure that gender sensitivity is imparted from an young age. I think that's going to take a lot of time, but what has this government done for that? That is the question. When we ask that question, the issue becomes political. And we have also seen the other angle would be how a government responds to this problem of sexual harassment when that actually happens.
I think more importantly, Saravanan, what the people would like to know is what would you like to do as far as this particular issue is concerned?
I'm coming to that. I'm coming to that. That's a good point. See, we all remember, I don't know how many of you would remember a person called Navaras. He was done to death due to ragging. our leader, great leader Dr. Kalaignar was the Chief Minister, he immediately brought in the Anti-Ragging Act. And I don't know how many of you would know about Sarika Shah. She was a student, women college student from Ethiraj College. A few goons who tried to eve tease her, dashed against her bike, she fell down and she died. Immediately our government brought in the protection against of women against eve teasing act. So that is how a government has to act, to be alive to the situation and enact legislations and bring in points, bring in enough solutions to it.
So legislation really is the way forward.
What has this,
we've got limited time.
Last 10 seconds. But what has this government done in the Pollachi issue case, except trying to politicize it? Why there is not a CBI inquiry? That is why I said the response to the problem becomes political, and that is why we accuse this government that this government is not worried about its womankind.
Sole female member on the panel today, I'd like to hear your views really on this particular issue, because it's a very important issue. It needs to be addressed. How will the Congress address this particular issue?
I certainly agree with my friend Saravanan here. See, not just women, the entire social harmony of the country has been threatened. So all the vulnerable sections, be it women, be it the minorities, be it the Dalits, we've all been affected. The past 5 years, the amount of hate crime, mob lynching, mob violence that we have seen in this country, it is something that has never happened in the history of this country. So now coming to the women's issue.
I made a request. I said, let us not politicize
what
this
happened in
particular issue.
42, Islamic youths were
He should allow me to talk, sir.
He
should allow me to talk.
Let her confine to her the subject.
Yeah. As far as sexual harassment is concerned,
you know, we are talking about violence here. We are
as a
talking
society,
about,
we are members of this
social
society.
harmony.
We are members of this society. Let us talk about how we can improve society and make this place a better place to live in.
So after the Nirbhaya incident came, we all know about the legislative changes that were made. You know, the way sexual harassment was defined was completely redefined after the Nirbhaya case. Now, after that, the incidents, and Narayan sir is also saying that the number of cases reported has increased, whereas, you know, he says there were cases in the earlier era that did not get reported. Does he have statistics for saying something like that?
Yes,
is that not politicizing the issue? Is that not, I mean, you said we shouldn't be talking from the political angle at all. So, and another thing that I agree with Saravanan is, we have gender sensitization is something that we should bring in our society. You know, both women and men have to be taught how to be sensitive. This should be part of our education system, how to be sensitive to each other, and how, you know, violence cannot be tolerated.
Absolutely. I think it should start at home, and it should start at schools, and it should start at a young age. You know, we should start treating children equally, both the male child as well as the female child, and only then can we progress as a society. Yes, Babu, your thoughts on this particular issue?
As far as Amma's government is concerned, we have not encouraged any kind of crime in the state of Tamil Nadu. We got an award, national award, for the best police station award in all over India. The Coimbatore is the one of the best police stations in India. The offences against the woman is concerned, we called the social crime. The social crimes means each and every person have a responsibility to have against our nation, against our state. So each and every person have a responsibility to treat women as our sisters and mother, something like that. Or else the crimes will get more over the over. See, in the woman is concerned, against the crime is against the woman is concerned, our government is taking stringent action against the criminals, for which our former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Amma, created a special wing that is called OCIU, Organized Crime Intelligence Wing, that was created by our late legendary Chief Minister, Amma. That was very particularly against the crime against the woman. The wing especially performed well. And moreover, for the past 8 years, there is no bomb blast in Tamil Nadu, there is no organized crime is there is no organized violence is not took place in Tamil Nadu.
Right. Right. Okay. So we need a two-pronged approach really to deal with this particular issue is what the panelists are suggesting. One, of course, we need better administration, better policing, so as to ensure that if at all a crime like this happens, we deal with it immediately, or for that matter, try and not let it happen at all in the first place. And the second, of course, is that we should be better individuals, more responsible individuals, and that's the only way that we can deal with this. Final questions, last two questions I'd like to take on the, yeah, go ahead.
Good evening. This is Dinagaran. In my question for Hall, when will you release the 7th person for Rajiv Gandhi case? This question for all members.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a very emotional issue. This release of 7 killers or convicts of the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case. See, what we should understand is that they are all not charged with crime that they have been directly involved in the offence. They have been charged as conspirators in this case, and they have been languishing in the prison for the last 28 years. Originally, they were imprisoned. Their punishment was to hang until death. They were, in that sentence, they were not sure whether they will be hanged the day after tomorrow or the day after that. For 15 years, they suffered this torture. This is torture, not knowing whether they will live or they won't live. So, when they have undergone this kind of a torture, what we ask is, what we demand is, please release them on humanitarian grounds. We have also seen how one of the investigating officers has come forward now and said, I have wrongly recorded the confession of one Pereira. Now the problem is this, why these people, even the killers of Mahatma Gandhi, the other killer who was a conspirator was released after 20 years by the Supreme Court. The Congress government released them at the time. Now,
okay, we've got
what I am asking is, Mr. Rahul Gandhi and Madam Priyanka Gandhi, both of them have said, I have forgiven them. I have no enmity against those killers. It's gone.
Okay. Last 5 minutes left on the program. Because I like to get closing comments from all of you as well.
The ADMK government,
one final question,
which has sent the cabinet resolution to the governor, asking the governor to release them. But the governor, who's none other than the agent of the BJP, is refusing to sign the document. The governor has no role. Okay. The governor cannot refuse to sign it, but he is still simply postponing the decision.
Okay, Narayana Tirupati, a quick rebuttal and then one final question.
This government has very clearly recorded its affidavit in the Supreme Court that these 7 persons will not be let off because out of these 7 persons, 4 are foreigners. They don't belong to India. It is a conspiracy against the former Prime Minister of India. Along with him, more than 14 Tamils, Indian nationals, died. We have to understand all those things. It will have international ramifications.
Right.
That is what we have told. And definitely, there were a lot of debates in the in the Parliament and also in the Court of Law. And it has been decided that this particular issue rests with the Government of India according to the Government of India's policy.
5 minutes left on the program. One final question and then closing comments from all the guests. Go ahead.
My question is to Mr. Narayanan. How do you want to justify the demonetization move and how far has the black money been curbed in the economy?
Excellent. See, this is demonetization definitely has helped this country. Number one is that, as I told you earlier, between 2008 and 2014, 18 lakh crores for the public lending by the public sector banks. It was 54 lakh crores during 2014. Number one. Number two is that this particular money has been invested in land and the essential commodities and gold. To avoid this money was circulated. I think you will all know, if I simply put like this, to avoid this. When we buy a land worth 1 crore, people used to ask, how much you will give in white? 60 and in black 40. Now it will not happen, it is not happening. Demonetization is the first step. Now you all know that just inquire with your father or your brothers or whoever it is. The real estate value today, it has come down. In this period, 2008 and 2014, 50 lakh worth of real estate property was selling at 1 crore. Now it has come down to 70 lakhs. This is the effect of demonetization.
Okay.
People, black money has been definitely curtailed and the system is in place.
Okay.
Demonetization is the first step. Then came Black Money Bill, then came Binami Act. So many things we have done. And whoever is, having black money, whether in foreign or in India, so far there were no capital punishment. There were no criminal punishments, no imprisonment. Now we have done it.
You've had your say. I'm going to let you also have your say, but with your closing comments on the program as well.
Yes.
Please conclude with your closing remarks. Yeah.
See, demonetization is a disaster. The disaster brought upon this country by the ego of one single man. He did not consult the RBI. They may say several things now, they may bandy several fancy figures. I am asking one simple question. If it is such a success, if it is such a huge hit, if it has brought in so much of black money and so good for the economy, why does the BJP or the Prime Minister does not speak about demonetization as one of their greatest achievements in the poll campaign? Have you ever heard the Prime Minister speak about demonetization? Once? Black money once? No, because they are abject failures. He speaks only about three things. If you look at what Mr. Rahul Gandhi speaks, he speaks about empowerment, he speaks about jobs, he speaks about growth, he speaks about communal harmony, he speaks about social justice. But what does the Prime Minister speak about? That's a word check. He speaks about Pakistan, he speaks about Muslim, he speaks about Hindu, he speaks Kabristan, he says Shamstan.
Okay.
This is what the difference. What do you want to choose is left to you.
Okay, it's left up to the voters. The voter will decide at the end of the day. Closing comments, Lakshmi Ramachandran, as far as the Congress party is concerned, why should the people vote for the Congress?
So, you should vote for the Congress because we will deliver. Unlike the false promises of the Modi government, we will deliver on jobs, we will trigger the economy, we will ensure that the welfare reaches the poorest of the poor, we will make sure that 6% of our GDP is spent on education, we will ensure that 3% is spent on healthcare, we will make sure that the farmers' loans are waived, but that's a one-time measure. The long term would be farmers are completely given freedom from this debt cycle.
Okay.
They are given remunerative prices, and we will make sure that the women get 33% reservation. We will make sure that fishermen, tribals, the transgenders are all treated as equal citizens, and we will ensure social justice and equality, and that is why you should vote for our alliance.
And Babu Murugavel, why should the people vote for the AIADMK? What is your final poll pitch?
Yeah, we are ruling this government for the past 8 years. Our Amma gave a good governance for the past 5 years. After our Amma demise, we are giving good governance for the past 3 years. We are giving more than 28,000 crores for our school education, and we are giving more than 14,000 crores for the higher education, and we are giving 27,000 crores for health, and we are giving 100 unit free electricity for each and every houses, and we are going to give 1,500 rupees for the widows and physically challenged persons and unemployed persons. We are going to give 1,500 rupees each and every month, and we are maintaining the law and order. We are getting an award from the central government. We are maintaining best law and order out of all the other states. Tamil Nadu is the best to maintaining law and order, and we are promoting our state to #1 from all over the state, all over the India, and we are trying our youngsters to giving more opportunity, job opportunities to the unemployed youths. So this is our election mission. Please vote for AIADMK Alliance, and it definitely will give a good governance to the state of Tamil Nadu.
Narayan Tirupati, your concluding remarks on
the major achievements of BJP, demonetization, which has created 1,30,000 crores as mentioned in the interim budget and not opposed by the opposition. As revenue it has come, and more than 59,000 crores worth of properties which are confiscated. And if you all read every day dailies, you can understand that for the last 2 years there are no counterfeit notes problem. Number 2 is GST. As far as GST is concerned, the opposition are trying to oppose GST, but in another way they are saying that the petrol and diesel should come into the GST so that the petrol diesel price will come down. So when they think that the petrol diesel price will come down, GST means the prices will come down. That is what they are saying. On the other hand, they are opposing. We have brought GST for good things, and we are for development, development and development. When we talk about Pakistan, please understand it is on our security of the nation. That's all.
So internal security and development is going to be your agenda as far as the BJP is concerned. Final closing comment from Priyan. Close the show for us with your concluding remarks on what is really going to happen in the state on the 18th of April.
So what are the issues that are being spoken in the election area of Tamil Nadu? Everything has been discussed here now. So now everything is in the public domain. So ultimately one question will rise at the end, whether Modi should continue as a Prime Minister or not. That is the question. So in that case, the electorate has one choice, two choices. One is this alliance, AIDMK, BJP, other is called DMK Congress alliance. Only on that question only the issue will be decided by the electorate. All other small players in the area, they may not be having any significant influence here in the present election. But one thing I have to add here is, there is going to be by-election in 18 assembly constituencies here. So that results may make a change in the formation of the ruling dispensation here. And also in the ruling party, there may be some change based on the results of the 18 assembly elections. That is also there. As far as parliament election is concerned, only one question is before the electorate, whether Modi has to continue or not. Based on these issues, the electorate will decide.
And the electorate will decide on the 18th of April in Tamil Nadu. It goes to polls in one single phase. I'd like to urge all of you to go out and cast your vote. It is your right. You have to go ahead and ensure that you go out and vote on all the voting days, not just here in Tamil Nadu, but across the country as well. We are run out of time, unfortunately. I'd like to thank all my panelists for joining us on the program and sharing your views on Rajya Sabha TV. I'd like to thank the wonderful audience as well for being with us on the program today and asking your informative questions. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of India Votes 2019. See you again next time. Thank you. Thank you.